The finish line blurred into a haze of sweat and screams as Alex Thompson crossed it first, his lungs burning like they'd been lit on fire. But the crowd's roar twisted into jeers from his own teammates, their voices slicing sharper than any rival's spike. "Too soft, Thompson. Go knit a sweater instead of pretending you're a runner." Alex collapsed onto the infield grass at Golden State High in Sacramento, the late afternoon sun baking the turf into a relentless oven. His chest heaved, not just from the 400-meter dash that had shattered his personal best, but from the weight of those words echoing in his skull. At 18, he was the fastest kid on the track team, a lean streak of determination with legs that could outpace doubt itself. Yet here he was, openly gay in a sea of straight-jawed jocks who saw his sensitivity as a weakness, his quick laugh as a crack in the armor. Coach Harlan barked orders from the sidelines, his clipboard a shield against the tension, but Alex caught the flicker in the man's eyes. Pity mixed with something colder, like tolerance was a favor he doled out sparingly. He wiped his face with the hem of his jersey, the fabric clinging like a second skin, and forced himself to stand. Practice wasn't over. Relays loomed, and skipping out would only fuel the fire. As he jogged back to the starting blocks, his best friend Mia Valdez fell into step beside him. Mia, with her cropped black hair and the rainbow pin glinting on her track bag, was the team's hurdler and the only one who'd ever called out the bullshit without flinching. She was a lesbian in a family of devout Catholics, her own battles etched into the fierce set of her jaw. "Ignore those Neanderthals," she muttered, bumping his shoulder. "You're gold, Alex. Pure gold." But ignoring it was like ignoring a thorn in your foot mid-race. It slowed you down, made every step a gamble. That night, as Alex showered off the day's grit in the empty locker room, the mirrors fogged with steam that couldn't quite hide the bruises on his ego. He thought of his mom, gone 2 years now from the cancer that had eaten her from the inside out, her last words a whisper. "Run for both of us, baby. And never apologize for who you are." His dad, Tom, a stoic mechanic from the Rust Belt edges of Pennsylvania who'd uprooted them to California after her death, had buried himself in work ever since. Phone calls were clipped, visits rarer than rain in July. Alex stared at his reflection, water dripping from his lashes, and wondered if "too soft" was just code for not man enough, a label his father might secretly agree with. The next morning, the school buzzed with the aftermath of regionals. Golden State High's track team had qualified for state finals, Alex's anchor leg sealing the deal in a photo finish upset. Lockers slammed like punctuation marks as kids traded high fives. But in the senior hall, whispers slithered toward him. Heard Thompson cried after his heat. Total fairy move. It came from Jake Harlan, no relation to the coach, thank God, a broad-shouldered pole vaulter with a grin that hid teeth ready to bite. Jake wasn't all bad. They'd shared late-night strategy sessions over energy gels, but lately, his jokes had edges, sharpened by the team's unspoken rule. Toughness first, feelings optional. Alex shoved his books into his locker, pretending not to hear, when Mia appeared like a storm cloud, her eyes narrowed. "Jake's full of crap. But seriously, you okay? You looked wrecked yesterday." She leaned against the cold metal, her voice dropping to that conspiratorial tone that had bonded them since freshman orientation, when she'd outed herself to him over stolen cafeteria fries. Alex managed a half-smile. "Just tired of proving I'm not breakable every damn day." Mia nodded, her hand squeezing his arm, a touch that said more than words ever could in a place where affection between guys was suspect. Classes dragged, a blur of AP Lit analyses and trig proofs that did nothing to quiet the noise in his head. By lunch, the cafeteria was a battlefield of trays and testosterone, the track team claiming their corner table like territorial lions. Alex slid in next to Mia, across from Jake and his crew. Ryan, the discus thrower with a laugh like thunder, and Tyler, the quiet distance runner who watched everything with eyes that missed nothing. Tyler's gaze lingered on Alex a beat too long. A flicker of something unspoken. Curiosity? Pity? Alex couldn't tell, and that uncertainty gnawed deeper than the jeers. "Yo, Thompson," Jake called, tossing a fry like a javelin. "State finals. You gonna hold up, or we need a sub 'cause you're too busy writing poetry?" Laughter rippled, Ryan's booming the loudest. Alex's fork paused midair, his pulse kicking up like pre-race nerves. He could laugh it off, play the clown, but today the words landed like spikes on turf. Maybe if you spent less time throwing shade and more on form, we'd all qualify easier. He shot back, voice steady but laced with steel. The table hushed, forks clinking awkwardly. Jake's grin faltered, then reformed sharper. Touchy, huh? Just keeping you sharp, softy. Mia kicked Alex under the table, her foot a warning. Don't escalate. But Tyler cleared his throat, his voice low and even. Lay off, Jake. Guy just carried us to states. That's not soft, that's clutch. The words hung there, unexpected, and Jake shrugged, but the damage lingered like exhaust fumes. As they dispersed, Tyler caught Alex's eye again, mouthing, "You good?" Alex nodded, but inside, gratitude warred with wariness. Who was this guy, really? The one who ran miles in silence. Earbuds in, world out? Afternoon practice was a grind under the relentless valley sun. Coach Harlan drilling them through sprints that left legs jelly and tempers frayed. Alex flew through his intervals, each stride a defiance. But midway through, Jake accidentally clipped him during a handoff drill, sending Alex sprawling into the gravel pit. Pain bloomed in his knee, sharp and immediate, but it was the laughter, Jake's crew howling like hyenas, that stung worse. Coach jogged over, face thunderous. "What the hell, Harlan? This ain't demolition derby." Jake mumbled apologies, but his eyes danced with mischief. Alex bit back a retort, hauling himself up, blood trickling warm down his shin. In the training room later, Mia patched him up with antiseptic and sarcasm. "That asshole's jealous. You're stealing his spotlight." Alex winced as she taped the gash. "Or he's just reminding me where I stand." She paused, her dark eyes searching his. "You deserve better than this crap, Alex. Remember that party next weekend? Team's going, but screw him. Let's bail and hit the arcade. Or invite someone who actually gets it." Her grin turned sly, nodding toward the door where Tyler hovered, pretending to fiddle with his shoelaces. Alex's heart stuttered. Tyler's quiet intensity had been pulling at him for weeks, a gravitational tug he couldn't name. Was it attraction? Or just the relief of not being alone in the crosshairs? That evening, home was a quiet rancher on the outskirts of town, the kind with a sagging porch and mom's rosebushes fighting back weeds. Alex limped through the door, the scent of takeout Chinese hitting him like a hug. Dad was at the kitchen table, grease-stained hands wrapped around a beer, the TV murmuring baseball highlights. Tom Thompson looked up, his face weathered like old leather, eyes the same green as Alex's but hardened by years of assembly line shifts. "Heard about the win. Good job, son." The words were gruff, but they landed soft, a rare crack in the silence that had widened since Mom's funeral. Alex dropped his bag, sinking into a chair. "Thanks. Knees banged up, though." Tom's brow furrowed, a flicker of concern breaking through. "Track stuff?" Alex nodded, debating how much to spill. The bullying? The too soft barbs? Dad had never said much about Alex coming out at 15, just a nod and a "your life, kid." But in the pauses, Alex felt the unspoken questions, the Rust Belt roots clashing with California's rainbow flags. "Yeah, teammates being teammates," Tom grunted, pushing the low mane toward him. "Toughen up. World's not kind to quitters." The words echoed Jake's, and Alex's fork clattered. "I'm not quitting, Dad. I'm winning, despite them." Tension thickened the air, broken only by the TV's crack of a bat. Tom sighed, rubbing his neck. "Didn't mean it like that. Your mom. She always said you had heart. More than me." Alex's throat tightened at the mention, memories flooding. Mom's laughter in the stands, her signs painted with glittery slogans. "She'd hate this," he whispered. Tom nodded, gaze distant. "She would. Hell, she'd probably show up with a megaphone." They ate in companionable quiet after that, but as Alex headed to his room, Dad called out, "Proud of you, Alex. Don't forget that." Upstairs, posters of Olympic sprinters stared down from walls plastered with race bibs, a shrine to dreams Mom had helped build. Alex texted Mia, "Party? Maybe. Tyler might come." Her reply buzzed instant, "Yes. Play it cool, Romeo." He laughed, but sleep came slow, dreams tangled with finish lines and shadowed faces. Jake's jeer morphing into Dad's sigh. Little did he know, across town, Tyler Hayes stared at his ceiling, phone in hand, thumb hovering over Alex's contact. Tyler's secret wasn't the runs he logged alone at dawn. It was the way Alex's stride made his chest ache, a pull he'd buried under layers of straight guy camouflage. And tomorrow, at the team pasta dinner, that pull might just snap. The community center smelled of garlic and garlic bread, a carb-loading haven for the track team 2 nights before states. Folding tables groaned under aluminum trays of spaghetti and meatballs, the air humming with chatter and the clink of plastic forks. Coach Harlan held court at the head, toasting the team's grit with a plastic cup of punch that might have been spiked. Alex arrived late, knee-wrapped but steady, Mia at his side like a shield. She scanned the room, spotting Jake holding forth with exaggerated tales of past glories, Ryan egging him on. 9 o'clock, trouble, she murmured. Alex followed her gaze, then froze as Tyler waved from a side table, his smile tentative, like an olive branch extended over a chasm. Go, Mia urged, shoving him gently. I'll wrangle the idiots. Heart hammering harder than any warm-up, Alex wove through the crowd, the noise fading to a dull roar. Up close, Tyler was all quiet strength, tall and wiry, with tousled brown hair and hazel eyes that seemed to see straight through pretenses. Saved you a seat, Tyler said, gesturing to the empty chair. Figured you'd need backup from the fry throwers. A laugh bubbled up, surprising Alex. Thanks. You're racking up hero points. They dug into plates piled high, conversation flowing easy at first. Favorite races, training hacks, the absurdity of Coach's mustache. But as the room warmed with wine-loosened tongues, Jake's voice cut through from across the space. Thompson, you bringing your fan club to states? Or just your glitter? Snickers followed, a ripple that turned heads. Alex's grip tightened on his fork, heat rising in his cheeks, not embarrassment, but fury, the kind that propelled him faster on the track. Tyler leaned in, voice low. Don't. He's fishing for a bite. Alex met his eyes, finding solidarity there, a shared understanding that made the air between them electric. Why do you stick up for me? He asked, bold in the moment. Tyler hesitated, fork tracing circles in his sauce. Because I know what it's like to feel out of place. My brother's the star quarterback. I'm just the runner who doesn't trash talk. It was the closest Tyler had come to cracking open, and Alex sensed layers beneath. The pressure of expectations, the fear of not measuring up. Out of place felt like code, a door ajar to something more. The dinner devolved into chaos after that. Impromptu arm wrestling, Coach's slideshow of embarrassing yearbook pics. But Alex and Tyler lingered at their corner, the world narrowing to stolen glances and half-finished stories. As plates cleared, Mia texted, You're glowing, dude. Get his number. Alex pocketed the phone, resolve hardening. When Tyler stood to leave, Alex blurted, Hey, arcade Saturday. No pressure. Tyler's grin lit slow, genuine. I'm in. Text me details. He clapped Alex's shoulder, the touch lingering a second too long, sending sparks up Alex's arm. But the high crashed on the drive home, radio static crackling with a news story about a hate crime in the Bay Area, a gay couple beaten outside a bar. Alex's hands clenched the wheel, the world's ugliness bleeding into his bubble. At home, Dad was asleep in his recliner, TV flickering blue light over snoring form. Alex covered him with a throw blanket, a pang hitting for the man who tried, even if he stumbled. In bed, phone buzzed. Tyler. Can't wait for Saturday. Good luck at States. Alex smiled into the dark, but sleep brought nightmares. Jake's clip turning into a shove off the track, Tyler vanishing into the crowd. State finals dawned crisp and electric at the Los Angeles Coliseum, the air thick with chalk dust and anticipation. Buses unloaded teams from across California, a kaleidoscope of colors and cheers under the iconic arches. Alex's knee throbbed faintly as he warmed up, stretches pulling taut against the tape. Mia shadowboxed nearby, her hurdles a vent up first. We got this, she said, fist-bumping him. Show him what soft looks like when it wins gold. The team milled about, Jake's bravado dialed up, slapping backs and hyping relays. Tyler stuck close, their arcade plans a secret tether amid the frenzy. The gun cracked for Mia's heat, her form poetry in motion, legs clearing bars like they were whispers. She placed second, grinning fierce as she collapsed beside Alex. Your turn, speed demon. The 400-meter call came too soon. Alex's name echoing over the PA like a summons. He towed the line, blocks digging into his spikes, the field a blur of competitors, a lanky kid from SoCal, a powerhouse from Fresno. Breathe. Focus. The starter's pistol popped, and he exploded forward, world compressing to rhythm. Arms pump, knees high, burn it all out. Lapped in seconds, the pack thinned, Alex surging ahead on the backstretch, crowd noise a distant thunder. But halfway down the home stretch, doubt crept in, not his, but theirs. He could hear Jake's phantom jeer. Too soft. Legs faltered for a heartbeat, enough for the Fresno guy to close. No. Mom's voice, Tyler's text, good luck, fueled the kick. He leaned, tape breaking under his chest in a blur of blue. First. Gold. The roar crashed over him. Real this time. Mia's scream piercing as she tackled him in a hug. Teammates swarmed, even Jake offering a grudging dap. Not bad, Thompson. But Tyler's hug lingered, whispered, knew you had it, warm against his ear. Elation buzzed, but under it, tension simmered. The 4x400 relay loomed, team fate on their anchors. Coach pulled them aside for strategy, his face etched with the weight of redemption. Golden State hadn't medaled since '09. This was his shot. Thompson anchors. No mistakes. Jake smirked from the baton line. Don't drop it, softy. As the gun fired for the first leg, Ryan exploding off the blocks. Alex watched from the exchange zone, pulse sinking to the race's pulse. Handover smooth to Jake, who powered through his 100 like a freight train. Tyler took the third, his long strides eating track, baton slapping into Alex's palm with a crack that echoed promise. The field was tight, rivals breathing down his neck, but Alex poured everything in, every jeer, every doubt, every stolen glance. The line rushed up, a ribbon begging to be torn. He did, collapsing in victory, metal heavy around his neck. But joy fractured in the cool-down tent. Whispers from the stands, parents, scouts, reporters milling. Alex spotted a familiar silhouette weaving through. Dad, suit rumpled like he'd driven straight from the shop, envelope clutched in his fist. Tom's face was ashen, eyes wide with something Alex couldn't place. Regret? Urgency. Son, he rasped, pulling Alex into a bear hug that smelled of oil and Old Spice. God, you were incredible. The team hovered, awkward, Mia beaming like a proud sister. Dad held him at arm's length, envelope trembling. This, your mom left it. For you. Said to give it when you needed it most. Alex's breath caught, fingers numb as he took it. Yellowed paper, her looping script on the front. To my runner, when the track gets rough. The world tilted, tears pricking hot. Why now? Tom swallowed hard. Watched the race on stream. Heard the crowd. The talk. Couldn't stay away anymore. Jake shifted nearby, face paling as the moment unfolded, the team's eyes on them like spotlights. Alex slit the seal, unfolding pages that smelled faintly of lavender, Mom's scent. Words spilled out, her voice alive on paper. Tales of her own hidden youth, loving a woman before Dad. The choice to build a family, but never forget her truth. You're not soft, Alex. You're brave. Love who you love, fierce and free. And tell your dad. I chose him, but part of me will always run wild. She wrote of prejudices faced, bridges burned, and the deep, unshakable love for her son, the gay track star she'd cheered loudest for. Tears blurred the ink as Alex read aloud, voice cracking. The team stilled, Jake's smirk gone, replaced by a dawning hush. Tyler stepped closer, hand on Alex's back, steady as an anchor. Dad wiped his eyes, voice rough. She made me promise to be better. I failed. Till now. Apologies tumbled, raw and real. The envelope a bridge over years of silence. Mia sniffled, pulling them all into a huddle. Team, family, fractured but mending. But the day wasn't done twisting. As celebrations kicked off, Jake pulled Alex aside, face stripped bare. Man, I was wrong. About all of it. My cousin's gay. Out last year, got jumped. I pushed you away 'cause I was scared for him. For us. Vulnerability cracked his facade, a confession that shattered the bully myth. Alex nodded, fist offered. We're good. Run with me sometime. No clips. Jake clasped it, grip firm. Forgiveness wasn't erasure, but it was a start. The track's lessons in pacing yourself for the long haul. Evening fell golden over the Coliseum, fireworks popping for the closing ceremony. Alex stood with Tyler on the outfield grass, metals clinking soft. That letter. It's like she knew. Tyler's fingers brushed his, tentative. She did. And hey, arcade tomorrow? Or dinner first? The question hung, laced with promise, the pull between them no longer buried. Alex grinned, heart full. Dinner sounds perfect. As they walked into the night, Dad trailing with Mia, laughing at some inside joke, Alex felt the weight lift, not gone, but shared. The track had tested him, broken him open, but in the ruins, love had rooted deep. Friendship's fierce guard, romance's quiet spark, family's hard-won truth. And somewhere, Mom smiled, running alongside. Yet the victory lap didn't erase the shadows. They merely shifted, lengthening as life pulled Alex back to Sacramento's rhythms. School resumed with a buzz. Newspaper headlines touting Golden State's relay upset. Alex's photo splashed across the sports page. Caption reading, Thompson's tears of triumph. But glory was fleeting, and Monday's halls whispered fresh cruelties. Bet he ran faster to escape his feelings. Mia shut it down with glares and quips, her own medal a badge of unapologetic pride. But Alex felt the strain, the constant vigilance wearing grooves in his spirit. At practice, Coach Harlan pulled him aside after drills, mustache twitching like a divining rod for discomfort. States was magic, kid. But rumors, team morale. Keep it clean, yeah? The implication stung. Your gayness is the dirt. Alex nodded, jaw tight. But inside, resentment brewed. Clean? He'd bled for this team. Crossed invisible lines they drew in sand. Tyler caught him post-cool down. Towels slung over shoulders. The late sun gilding the bleachers. Heard that. Bull. You're the cleanest runner here. Their eyes locked, and in that gaze, Alex saw the unspoken. Tyler's own dance with identity, steps hesitant but inching forward. Dinner that night was tentative magic at a hole-in-the-wall Italian joint near the arcade, fairy lights strung like stars over checkered cloths. Tyler fidgeted with his napkin, stories tumbling awkward at first. Growing up in a house of football heroes, his love for distance running a quiet rebellion. Dad calls it poofing around, means wasting time. But it's where I think clearest. Alex shared Mom's letter snippets, the words still raw, vulnerability a bridge they crossed hand in hand. Laughter came easy over tiramisu, the arcade's neon calling after. Pac-Man devoured quarters, skee-ball flew wild. But the real game was the brushes of arms, the shared conspiratorial grins when no one watched. Back in the parking lot, under sodium lamps buzzing like fireflies, Tyler paused by Alex's car. It's good. Scary good. His hand hovered, then settled on Alex's wrist, thumb tracing a vein. A touch electric, chaste but charged. Alex's breath hitched. Yeah, me too. No kiss. Not yet. The world wasn't kind to rushed leaps. But the promise hummed, a baton passed mid-stride. Driving home, radio crooning indie folk, Alex replayed it, heart buoyant. But at the red light, his phone lit. Dad, come by the shop tomorrow. Got something to show you. Tom's garage was a cathedral of chrome and chaos, bays echoing with air wrenches and classic rock from a battered boombox. Alex arrived after school, grease monkeys nodding hellos as Dad waved him to the back office, a cramped space papered in faded calendars. Tom sat heavier than usual, a shoebox open on the desk, contents spilling. Photos, ticket stubs, a faded pride flag pin. Your mom's stuff. Went through it after. You know. He pushed a snapshot forward. Young Tom and Ellen at a rally, signs high. Her arm looped through a woman's, all fierce joy. She never told me the full story. Thought I couldn't handle it. Alex traced the image, Mom's smile radiant. You handled it now. Tom chuckled, bitter edge softening. Barely. That letter? Hit like a wrench to the gut. Made me see I'd been coasting. Work, silence, pretending we were fine. He pulled out a journal, Mom's script filling pages with poetry of hidden loves, societal cages cracked open. She wrote about you before you were born. Wanted a kid who ran free, no chains. Tears welled in Tom's eyes, unashamed, and Alex's followed suit. Father and son sat in that dim light. Box between them a Pandora's grace, mending threads pulled loose by grief. Word spread at school like wildfire through dry grass. Mia cornering Alex in the library, eyes wide. Dad's on board. Holy plot twist. She hugged him fierce, then pulled back, mischief sparking. And Tyler? Spill. Alex blushed, recounting the arcade's sparks, her whoops drawing stares from study carols. But joy jarred against Jake's shadow. At lunch, the vaulter slid into their table uninvited, tray clattering. Heard about the letter. Sounds intense. His tone was off, probing, not mocking, and Ryan shifted uncomfortably beside him. Jake's been weird since States. Talking about his cousin again. The olive branch extended crooked, but Alex took it. Yeah, intense is right. You. Jake shrugged, vulnerability peaking. Thinking maybe I owe the team an apology. All of us. It was a seed, fragile, but planted. Tyler joined then, sliding in with a tray and a smile that made Alex's stomach flip. Conversation wove easy, four of them now against the world's edges, barriers thinning. Practice that week ramped for regionals rematch. Coach pushing limits with hill repeats that left quads screaming. Alex flew, Tyler pacing beside on cool-down jogs, their rhythms syncing like heartbeats. One evening, as dusk purpled the sky, Tyler stopped at the fence, breath ragged. Alex, about the other night. He stepped closer, fence wire between, but eyes unguarded. I like you. More than teammates. Been scared to say it. Family, team, all that noise. Alex's world narrowed to that confession, hand reaching through chain link to clasp Tyler's. Me too. Let's figure it out. Together. The kiss that followed was sunset soft, tentative lips meeting in a promise sealed against metal. No tongues, no heat, just connection, pure as a clean handoff. They broke apart breathless, grins sheepish, but the bond solidified, a relay leg run true. Mia spotted them from afar, thumbs up flashing before she vanished into the shadows, guardian spirit approving. But tension coiled elsewhere. Whispers of a team prank surfaced. Jake's crew planning something harmless for the next meet, aimed at Alex to toughen him up. Tyler overheard in the locker room, confronting Ryan post-shower. It's bullshit. Drop it. Ryan wavered, loyalty fracturing, but Jake doubled down, bravado masking fear. The meet loomed in Oakland, stakes high with college scouts circling like hawks. Dad's evolution continued quietly. Picking Alex up from practice one day, radio tuned to an LGBTQ+ podcast, questions probing gentle. Your mom's pin, wear it if you want. For her. Alex pinned it to his bag, silver glint a talisman. Home dinners stretched longer, stories shared. Tom's wild youth. A bar fight over a slur, the growth that followed. Love's not straight lines, son. It's the curves that make the race. The Oakland meet crackled with coastal chill, wind whipping banners as buses idled. Alex's events kicked off strong. 200-meter heat a blur of speed, silver medaling, but eyes on the relay. Mia cleared hurdles like ghosts, her cheer squad of one roaring loudest. Tyler's 800 was poetry, loping strides pulling bronze, his glance to Alex post-finish a spark across lanes. But pre-relay huddle, Jake's edge sharpened. Let's crush it, no distractions. The word hung, laced with old poison. Gun fired. Ryan's leg solid, baton to Jake clean. Jake vaulted forward, power raw, but at the exchange to Tyler, hesitation flickered. A microsecond fumble, baton nearly slipping. Tyler snatched it, surging, but the gap widened, rivals pulling ahead. Alex took the anchor, desperation fueling strides, but the math was cruel. Fourth place, no medal. The team deflated, coach's face storm dark as they huddled. What happened, Hayes? Tyler shot Jake a look, but said nothing, loyalty or fear. Post-race, accusations simmered in the bus ride home, Jake deflecting blame to wind. Alex confronted him in the parking lot, Mia and Tyler flanking. That fumble, was it the prank? Jake's face crumpled, confession spilling. I froze. Thought if I messed up, you'd see you're better without us. Stupid, scared stupid. Ryan nodded, shamefaced. We all knew. Thought it'd push you. The air thickened with hurt, but Alex saw the fracture. Prejudice's poison, self-inflicted. We're better together. Fix it, or step off the track. Jake nodded, broken but resolute. I will. Promise. Tyler pulled Alex aside then, away from the headlights. Proud of you. Handling that like a champ. Their embrace was fierce, lips brushing quick, a reaffirmation amid ruins. Mia joined, arm linking theirs. Teams mending. Like us. Back home, Dad waited with pizza and a six-pack of root beer, sensing the loss. Bad day. Alex unloaded, relay woes and revelations. Tom's listening a bomb. Sounds like they're learning. Like I did. He slid over Mom's journal. Read this, page on forgiveness. She got good at it. Alex did. Words weaving grace through grudges, a roadmap for the path ahead. Weeks blurred into winter's edge, practices in fog-shrouded fields, bonds forging stronger. Tyler and Alex navigated new terrain, stolen coffees, movie nights at Mia's where her girlfriend Lena joined, a by artist with sketches that captured their essences. Jake apologized publicly at a team meeting, voice shaking, owning his crap. Alex isn't soft, he's steel. We need that. Applause rippled, tentative but real, prejudices cracking under pressure. Dad's shop became neutral ground. Tom hosting barbecues where track kids mingled with mechanics, stories crossing divides. One night, over burgers, Tyler opened up to Tom, his fears, the pull toward Alex. Dad clapped his shoulder. Takes guts. Ellen approved. The nod exchanged with Alex said it all. Acceptance. Earned. But climax brewed in shadows. A rival team's captain, a bully from Fresno with a homophobic streak, trash-talked online, posts tagging Alex, states fluke. Soft boys done. It escalated to meet-day threats, whispers of sabotage. Tension peaked at the indoor qualifiers in San Jose, arena echoing with spikes on rubber. Alex's 300 heat flew true, but post-race, a shove in the tunnel. Fresno kid snarling. Stay in your lane, fairy. Tyler hauled him off, fists clenched, Mia alerting security. Chaos erupted, coaches converging, but the real storm hit when Dad, in town for support, witnessed it. Tom stormed the fray, voice booming like thunder. Touch my son again, you regret it. The kid backed down, but fallout lingered. Suspension threats, media sniff. Alex pulled Dad aside, gratitude thick. You didn't have to. Tom gripped his arms. Did for her. For you. In the quiet after, Tyler confessed deeper. I'm by Alex. Always was. Scared it'd ruin everything. The words freed them. Love blooming unhidden. Hands held in the stands. Kisses under arena lights. Mia's crew expanded. Lena's art immortalizing the moment. Jake, redeemed, stood guard. His cousin visiting for a meet. Bonds multiplying. Spring thawed into Nationals promise. Alex's star rising with scholarship offers. USC, UCLA, tracks calling home. But the heart race was Tyler's, their first real day to hike in the Sierras, peaks piercing blue skies. At the summit, overlooking valleys Mom once ran, Alex read her letter aloud again. Tyler listening, tears shared. We're unstoppable, Tyler whispered, forehead to forehead. You, me, all of us. Yet one twist lingered. Coach Harlan, long tolerant but distant, called Alex in pre-nationals. Saw the shove, handled wrong, should have stepped up sooner. Regret carved his face. Your mom's letter. Read it after you shared. It's home. I'm sorry. The apology sealed fractures. Team unified. Harlan's clipboard now a tool for inclusion. Nationals in Austin dazzled. Heat like Texas fire, crowds electric. Alex anchored to gold. Tyler's mile silver, Mia's hurdles bronze. The podiums gleamed, families cheering, Dad's sign, run free son, waving proud. Jake medaled in vault, hugging Alex fierce. Post-ceremony, under Lone Star sky, Tyler proposed quietly. College together? Whatever track calls. Alex yes said, hearts synced. Back in Cali, summer stretched golden, relationships deepening. Dad dating a widow from the shop, her kindness echoing Mom's. Mia and Lena planned art collectives, Jake mentoring his cousin's team. Alex and Tyler trained side by side, love a steady pace. The track, once battlefield, became sanctuary, prejudices outrun, misunderstandings lapped, emotions the true finish line. And in quiet moments, Alex felt Mom's whisper, you did it, baby. Soft and strong. Autumn leaves crunched underfoot as Alex navigated UC Berkeley's campus. The The bays fog a soft veil over lecture halls and quads. Freshman orientation had been a whirlwind, syllabi stacks, dorm assignments, and the electric hum of independence. But the real adjustment was the quiet ache of distance. Tyler had chosen UCLA, the pull of LA's track program too strong to ignore, their goodbyes at the airport a tangle of hugs and half-packed promises. Weekends, he'd murmured against Alex's hair. We'll make it work. Video calls bridged the miles, but screens couldn't capture the brush of fingers or shared post-run silences. Classes challenged. Intro to Psych unraveling the mind's twists. Lit seminars dissecting identities in prose. Alex thrived. Mom's journal a bedside companion, its pages dog-eared with marginalia. But Cal's track team was a new beast, elite, diverse, but laced with the same undercurrents. His roommate, Nate, a non-binary hurdler with neon-streaked hair, became instant ally, their late-night rants over ramen bonding them like spikes to blocks. Heard the vets call you the softy from SAC, Nate said one night, eyes rolling. As if emotions are lane fouls. Alex laughed it off, but the label stuck, whispered in weight rooms where vets eyed his quick empathy as suspect. Coach Rivera, a wiry ex-Olympian with a no-nonsense braid, pulled him aside after first practice. Heard about states. Impressive. But college game's different. Head in, hard optional. The words echoed Harlan's, a reminder that tracks spanned states, but prejudices crossed borders. Still, Alex poured into intervals, legs churning fog-shrouded paths, Tyler's texts. Miss your kick, fueling the burn. Back home for fall break, Sacramento welcomed with crisp air and Dad's expanded garage, now a hybrid hub with a pride flag fluttering from the rafters. Tom greeted him with a bear hug and a stack of pancakes. His new girlfriend, Sarah, a sharp-eyed accountant with a laugh like wind chimes, setting the table. Your dad's been bragging, she teased, winking. State's gold now, Cal. You're unstoppable. Dinner conversation flowed. Sarah's stories of corporate closets, Tom's nods of solidarity earned. Alex felt the shift, family no longer fractured, but fortified, Mom's letter the weld. Mia crashed the visit, her community college gig in art therapy blooming. Lena at her side with sketchpads full of queer icons. Berkeley treating you right? Mia asked over coffee, Lena doodling their crew as superheroes. Mostly. Team's intense. He spilled about this softy barbs, Mia's fist clenching. Call him out. Or let Wins shut him up. Jake tagged along later. Now a local gym rat coaching youth, his apology tour complete with a tattoo. A track lane looping into a rainbow. Heard you're killing it. UCLA boy holding strong. Alex grinned. Miles make the heart grow. Something. Tyler flew up for the weekend. Their reunion at the arcade a time machine. Skee ball flying. Laughter echoing. But maturity-tempered play. Dinner at a rooftop bistro brought depths. Tyler's poli-sci classes dissecting power structures. His bi-club involvement a bold step. Coming out to my folks next month. Your letter inspired. Brave runs deep. Alex squeezed his hand under the table, pride swelling. Nights in Alex's old room were chaste explorations. Cuddles turning to whispers. Boundaries respected in the glow of street lamps. Love you. Tyler breathed first, the words a metal heavier than gold. Break ended too swift. Airports again adieu, but resolve hardened. Back at Cal, Alex channeled it into a breakthrough 400 at the first invitational, shattering records. The crowds roared drowning whispers. Post-race, Nate high-fived. Soft my ass, that was fire. Vets nodded respect, barriers bending. Coach Rivera clapped his back. Heart's not optional. It's fuel. The shift rippled, team huddles warmer. Nate's crew, queer athletes from across sports, forming a pod of unapologetic energy. Winter gripped with midterms chill, papers piling like snowdrifts. Alex buried in stacks, but a call from Dad shattered focus. Sarah's asking, family trip over holidays? Her kids too. The invite warmed, a mosaic forming. Tyler's voice joined via three-way. I'm in. Beach. Plans coalesced. Big Sur cabins, waves crashing like cheers. But en route, news hit. Mia's abuela, old guard Catholic, disowned her over Lena. Said I'm choosing sin. Mia vented on the drive, tears streaking. Alex pulled over, hug fierce. You're choosing you. That's holy. The cabin sprawled wood-beamed, ocean roaring sentinel. Tom's brood blended awkward at first. Sarah's twins, tween whirlwinds, quizzing Alex on track stars. Evenings by fire pit crackled stories. Tom's rust belt escapes. Sarah's closet-cracking divorce. Twins' wide-eyed wonder at pride tales. Tyler fits seamless, his quiet humor disarming. A hike with the kids turning confessional. Dad called after I told him. Said he guessed as much. Progress? Alex kissed his temple. Huge. Mia arrived mid-week. Lena's arm anchor, Abuela's shadow lifting in salt air. Group bonfire that night. Esmores and songs. Jake video calling with youth team cheers. But vulnerability peaked when Sarah shared her bisexuality, long hidden. Thought it'd break us. Ellen's letter, your mom, showed me it builds. Tears circled, Tom's hand in hers, Alex's and Tyler's. Mom's spirit wove through, let her pass like a baton, forging family anew. New Year dawned with resolutions and races. Alex's indoor season peaked at nationals, 200 gold a blur of speed and spotlight. Tyler's mile bronze overlapped, their podium proximity a tease, fingers lacing in the underbelly of glory. Media swarmed post-win, from bullied to champion, Alex Thompson's story. The piece delved gentle, Mom's letter centerpiece, prejudices framed as hurdles cleared. Backlash lurked, online trolls spewing slurs, but support surged, queer youth demanding thanks, a ripple Alex never chased but cherished. Spring semester bloomed, classes easing into tracks crescendo. Nate's non-binary journey inspired a campus panel, Alex moderating, voices amplifying. Tyler visited for a dual meet, UCLA Cal Clash Electric, their relay handoff a metaphor, smooth, trusting. Post-victory, under stadium lights, Tyler dropped to one knee, not ring, but a keychain track shoe. Move in after graduation? LA or Berkeley? Your call. Laughter, tears, yes whispered, future lanes merging. But conflict crested unexpected. Coach Rivera benched a vet for a homophobic slip and huddle. Keep it straight, team. Echoing old ghosts. The kid pushed back, alleging woke overreach, sparking a divide. Alex mediated, Mom's words guiding. Forgive, but forget not. Meeting in the weight room, air thick with iron and intent, the vet cracked. Owning fear from conservative roots, apology raw. Didn't mean to hurt. Just scared. Rivera nodded. We run together or not at all. Unity rebuilt, stronger, the incident a scar that toughened. Dad's wedding to Sarah in May was intimate. Backyard vows under Mom's roses. Alex best man, speech weaving letters threads. Love's the ultimate race. Curves, hills, finishes redefined. Tyler's toast echoed, eyes locked. Mia officiated, Lena's vows to her a prequel promise. Jake's youth team performed a drill demo, kids beaming rainbow sashes. Summer internships split them, Alex coaching in SAC, Tyler in LA poly gigs, but reunions sizzled. Beach runs, bonfires, love deepening in sunsets. One night, stars blanketing dunes, Tyler shared a box from his attic. Old letters from a high school crush, by Awakening, penned young. Hit him till you. Your safe harbor. Alex reciprocated with Mom's full journal, pages turned together, histories entwined. Fall senior year loomed, Olympics whispers for postgrad. Through it, love anchored. Tyler's proposal proper came at the Coliseum, state's echo. Rings simple, gold band etched with lanes. Forever anchor? Knees weak, yes roared. Families converged, cheers blending. Mia's art show featured their portrait, Jake's team cheering loudest. Graduation caps sailed, diplomas clutched, futures forked but fused. Alex to USC coaching, Tyler policy in DC. Wait, no. Compromise, Berkeley grad school for him, dual tracks. Dad's toast at the party, to running free. Mom's letter, framed centerpiece, watched over. Years folded. Olympics for Alex, silver flash. Tyler's advocacy bills passing, rights raced forward. Mia's therapy center thrived. Jake's coaching dynasty rainbow-hued. Family grew. Sarah's twins calling Alex uncle. Their own queer blooms nurtured. In quiet, Alex traced Tyler's ring. Mom's words eternal, brave hearts win. The track, life's metaphor, curved on, soft no synonym for weak, but synonym for whole. The hum of fluorescent lights in the USC track office felt like a distant memory as Alex paced the polished floors of the Beijing Olympic Village, 2 years post-grad. The 2028 Games a fever dream made flesh. At 22, he'd clawed from college stardom to this. Red track underfoot, global eyes waiting. But the gold around his neck from the 400 semifinal weighed heavier than hardware. It was Tyler's text from DC. Proud doesn't cover it. Fly home to me. That grounded him. Long distance had stretched post-Berkeley, Tyler's policy fellowship pulling him east, their rhythm a marathon of flights and FaceTime, love enduring but strained by time zones. Opening ceremonies had dazzled, flags parading under smog-filtered skies, but Alex's mind wandered to roots. Dad's teary call from the shop. Make her proud. Sarah's care packages of lavender sachets echoing mom. Mia and Lena streamed from SAC. Jake's youth team betting quarters on his win. Nate, now a trans advocate in New York, DM'd rainbow emojis. The village buzzed diverse. Queer athletes swapping stories in common rooms. Barriers global, but crumbling under shared sweat. Finals day dawned humid. Nerves electric as thunder. Warm-ups blurred. Spikes biting synthetic turf. Coach Rivera, now Olympic staff, barking form checks. Eyes on the line, heart in the fight. Alex towed blocks, field stacked. Jamaican powerhouse, Kenyan speed demon, American rival with a glare like daggers. Gun cracked, explosion forward. Arms pistoning, breath ragged, world tunneling to red. Turn 1, surge, backstretch, hold, home stretch, unleash. Tape snapped, clock frozen, 43.89. Gold. The roar deafened, teammates piling on, metal cold against fevered skin. Podium tears flowed free, anthem swelling, flag rising. Tyler's face on the Jumbotron via live link, grin splitting, love across oceans. Press scrum post-ceremony probed deep. From bullied high schooler to Olympic champ. How? Alex clutched mom's letter replica, voice steady. Family. Friends. Love that doesn't quit. Headlines bloomed. Thompson's triumph. Queer runner rewrites rules. Backlash hissed online. Trolls dredging soft ghosts, but allies amplified, a queer wave cresting. Return to LA was heroes welcome. Parade down Figueroa, confetti raining. Dad and Sarah front row, signs blazing. Tyler flew in. Reunion at LAX, a crash of limbs and lips. No cameras catching the raw joy. My gold. Tyler whispered. Ring glinting. Their engagement band. Vows planned for fall. Homecoming dinner sprawled family. Mia's center now national. Lena's murals city famous. Jake's academy scouting talents. His husband a fellow coach. Toasts clinked. Stories looped. Mom's letter read anew. Its wisdom timeless. But glory's afterglow faded into grind. Endorsements piled. Nike arcs. Gatorade pours. But Alex craved coaching. USC staff position anchoring him. Tyler's DC push for equality bills intensified. Commutes a weekly ritual. Their loft in Echo Park became haven. Exposed brick, track posters, mom's journal on the shelf. Evenings unwound slow, runs along the LA River. Dinners debating policy over pad thai. Intimacy a deliberate dance, emotions the core. Fall wedding brewed in SAC. Backyard under roses expanded. Planning bonded. Tyler vetoing tuxes for linen suits. Alex insisting rainbow boutonnieres. Mia maid of honor. Jake best man. Nate officiant with trans flair. Rehearsal dinner unearthed twists. Dad confessing a letter of his own from mom. Post-diagnosis. Love him fierce, Tom. He's our wild run. Shared over wine. It mended final seams. Sarah's twins flower kids giggling vows. Ceremony day shimmered September sun. Guests a tapestry. Olympic teammates. Policy wonks. SAC survivors. Vows exchanged under arch of thorns and blooms. Tyler's, you paced my heart. Alex's, anchor forever. Ring slid, kiss sealed, cheers erupted. Reception danced till dawn. Jake's toast cracking ribs. From clips to this. Love wins sprints and marathons. Mia's speech wove art. Portraits unveiled. Their journey sketched eternal. Honeymoon in Big Sur echoed family trip. Cabins, waves, whispers. Tyler gifted a custom track shoe, engraved brave miles. Alex reciprocated with mom's pin, Now theirs. Nights tangled, chased, passionate. Bodies maps explored, tender. Focus on soul's sink. This is us, Tyler breathed, unbroken. Post-Honey, life accelerated. Alex's coaching bloomed. USC recruits thriving, queer athletes flocking, his heart first, mantra reshaping teams. Tyler's bill passed, protections etched law, victory lap in Congress streamed to cheers. But strain showed. Missed anniversaries, exhaustion's edge. A DC trip for Alex's testimony on sports inclusion sparked it. Hotel bar confessions over scotch. Miss you in the lanes, Alex admitted. Tyler nodded. Policies track, but you're my finish. Compromise brewed. Tyler interviewing Berkeley Poly slots, DC sabbatical. Interim, they leaned on net. Sachs visits. Mia's therapy sessions fortifying. One weekend, Jake's Academy hosted a queer youth camp. Alex guest coaching, Tyler keynoting. Kids' eyes lit. Mirrors of young selves, stories swapped raw. A teen, bullied sprinter, clutched Alex post-drill. You're why I run. Impact rippled, purpose renewed. Winter brought surprise. Sarah pregnant, family expanding. Dad's joy paternal, Alex uncle aspiring. Holidays merged traditions. Thanksgiving fusion, Christmas roses lit. But shadow fell. Nate's diagnosis. Cancer echo of moms, rallying support. Visits to New York, hospital vigils. Alex reading mom's letter bedside. Fight like she did, he urged. Nate grinned weak. Will, for the win. Spring tested. Tyler's move west finalized. Berkeley faculty slot secured. Joint life in a Oakland fixer-upper. Track views, policy library. Unpacking unearthed boxes. Tyler's old letters. Alex's bibs. Mom's full archive digitized. Evenings poured pages. Histories fueling futures. Nationals coaching debut for Alex. USC podium sweep. Tears rivaling his runs. Tyler in stands. Pride beaming. Post-victory, loft celebration with crew. Mia's Grant win. Jake's expansion. Lena's gallery show. Toasts to resilience. Love's lanes. But climax crested unexpected. A USC scandal. Vet coach outed for harassment. Targeting queer athletes. Erupted media storm. Alex thrust front. Testimony searing. Parallels to high school ghosts. Mom's wisdom weapon. Protests campus-wide. Tyler organizing allies. Resolution slow. Coach ousted. Policies reformed. But toll heavy. Nightmares reviving Jake's clip. Fresno shove. Through dark, Tyler anchored. Dawn runs. Therapy tags. Letter readings. Were the twist they didn't see, he said. Healing came communal. Mia's group sessions. Nate's remission news sparking hope. Summer Olympics 2032 loomed for Alex's athletes, his role ringside. Tyler's book deal, Tracks of Justice, pinned from their couch. Family beach trip, Sarah's babe cooing, Dad's stories grandpa gold. Mia wed Lena oceanside, Alex officiating, circle complete. In quiet, Alex traced Tyler's scars, invisible from falls, visible in strength. Mom's voice eternal, run wild. Love, once misunderstood, now legend. Soft the synonym for unbreakable. The gavel's echo in the California State Assembly chamber still rang in Tyler's ears as he stepped into the Oakland sun. 2 years into their shared life, the 2030 Equality Bill, his brainchild, now etched into law. At 24, policy suit traded for casual button-downs, but the fire from high school tracks burned steady, fanned by Alex's steady presence. Their fixer-upper had blossomed, kitchen herbs thriving, study walls lined with medals and manuscripts. But the real growth was internal, roots delving past prejudices unearthed in therapy marathons. Alex's USC coaching empire expanded, recruits a rainbow cohort, his memoir Soft Lanes climbing bestsellers, Mom's letter appendix a beacon. Book tours pulled him coast to coast, Tyler tagging when DC callbacks tugged. One Chicago stop, signing frenzy post-reading, a fan, teenage runner, eyes haunted, slipped him a note. Your story saved me from quitting. Alex pocketed it, throat tight, texting Tyler, remind me why we fight. Reply instant, because lanes are for all. Home anchored, Dad's garage visits. Now grandpa to Sarah's toddler, Eli, who toddled after Alex's spikes like treasures. Uncle Alex run fast. Eli lisped, Tom's chuckle deep. Sarah's blend seamless. Herby support group, Tales Enriching Dinners. Mia's Center franchised, Lena's murals state commissioned. Their wedding album a fixture on the fridge. Jake's academy boomed. Husband Marco's vault coaching synergy. Youth camps packed with diverse dreamers. But Harmony Jared Autumn's chill. Nate's cancer returned aggressive. Remission a cruel tease. New York flights became routine. Alex canceling meets. Tyler briefs. Hospital room became war council. Nate's wit weapon. Mom's letter talisman. Beat this, Alex urged, hand clasped. Nate smirked. Like you beat doubts? Damn right. Remission rallied again, but fragility lingered, a reminder. Victories temporary, presence eternal. Tyler's Berkeley tenure track demanded. Lectures on intersectional rights drawing crowds. Guest spot at USC synced with Alex's symposium. Queer sports panel, voices amplifying. Post-talk, a heckler. Aging alum. Face twisted, shouted slurs. Ruining traditions. Security ushered, but echo-haunted. Dinner debrief with panelists turned therapy. Shared scars, resilience recipes. He's the ghost, Alex admitted to Tyler later, loft lights low. Tyler pulled him close. We exorcised together. Winter holidays swelled family. Eli's first snow, Dad's stories snow-globed. But Nate's decline accelerated, final weeks of vigil. Alex read Mom's words bedside, Tyler coordinating care, Mia flying east with art therapy kits. Nate passed gentle, sunrise gilding the room, last words. Run the relay for me. Funeral rainbow-hued, trackside in Central Park, runners circling in tribute. Alex anchored the honor lap, tears fueling strides. Tyler at the line, baton of grief passed to grace. Grief's lane stretched, but crew carried. Jake's camp dedicating a hurdle to Nate, Lena's mural memorial. Alex channeled into a foundation. Nate's pace, scholarships for queer athletes. Tyler's policy arm lobbying funds. Launches packed, donors moved, impact immediate. First recipient, a trans hurdler from Queens, hugging Alex fierce. For Nate. For us. Spring thawed loss into legacy. Alex's team nationals bound. Tyler's book Tracks of Justice launching to acclaim. Tour overlaps meant joint appearances. LA readings. Q&As blending track and tribunal. One Seattle night. Hotel balcony overlooking sound. Tyler knelled anew. Not proposal, but vow renewal trinket. Mom's pin remounted in silver. Through every turn. Alex's yes whispered, rings kissed. But conflict coiled in summer's heat. USC admin pressure, budget cuts targeting niche programs, code for queer initiatives, threatened Alex's foundation tie-ins. Protests brewed, media circling. Tyler drafted op-eds. Mia mobilized artists. Jake bust youth. Climax at board meeting. Alex testifying, voice steel. High school echoes, Olympic fires, Nate's ghost. Cut us, cut the future. Votes swung, programs saved, but toll personal, sleepless nights, arguments flaring over divides. Makeup came raw. Dawn run in Griffith Park, sweat purging, Tyler's hand finding Alex's mid-stride. We're the win. Forgiveness flowed. Mom's journal opened. Misunderstandings are hurdles. Clear them clean. Therapy resumed. Tools sharpening bonds. Fall brought renewal. Eli's preschool tales. Dad's retirement cruise with Sarah. Whispers of grandkids. Mia's adoption journey started. Lena's yes to parenting. Jake's team nationals qualifiers. Marco's pride beaming. Alex and Tyler weekend in SAC, helping pack Mia's nursery. Laughter healing. Olympics 2032 Paris called. Alex head coach for Team USA relays. Tyler policy advisor on inclusion task force. Village life redux. Diverse dinners, strategy sessions. Finals night, same twinkling. Alex's anchors gold. Embrace with athletes tear-streaked. Tyler in stands, link live. Post-podium, Eiffel shadows. They dance slow, world watching, love leading. Return stateside. Book tour crescendo. Joint soft lanes sequel, Tyler co-authoring. Signings swelled. Fans queuing stories. Overcomings echoed. One vet from Alex's high school days approached. Jake in tow. You changed us. Sorry late. Hug heavy, arc closed. Winter deepened commitments. Adoption fairs for Mia. Eli's holiday pageant where Alex played reindeer. Antlers askew. Tyler's tenure promotion celebrated loft party, crew toasting trajectories. But twist turned gentle. Pregnancy test positive. Surrogate journey they'd pondered, now real. News shared family dinner. Cheers cascading. Dad's grandpa redux. Sarah's glee. Mia's anytime. Ultrasounds became rituals, kicks sinking to Alex's palm. Spring bloomed, baby prep. Nursery tracks painted, Tyler's briefs paternity prioritized. Alex's coaching sabbatical aligned, focus nesting. Nate's pace gala raised records. Honoree, a young Nate echo, gratitude looping. Summer birth arrived stormy. LA hospital, rain lashing. Daughter Ellis, eyes green like mom's, cry fierce. Holding her, Alex wept. Our runner. Tyler's kiss forehead soft, family flooding rooms. Fall's first family run, stroller bound, crew circling, lanes widened. Ellis cooed at spikes, legacy toddling. Dad's stories now hers, Mia's art walls, Jake's camps inviting. In twilight jogs, Alex and Tyler paced, Ellis dreaming. Mom's letter, read to babes, love deep, run free. Prejudices lapped, twist triumphed. Life's track, eternal relay. Ellis's laughter bubbled like a starter's pistol as Alex pushed the stroller along the Sacramento River Trail. 5 years into fatherhood, the 2035 sun gilding willows in gold. At 29, Olympic coach legacy behind, Alex had traded full-time whistles for hybrid life. USC consulting, Nate's pace directing, home the true arena. Tyler, 30, balanced Berkeley deanship with DC consults. Their Oakland haven now a rambling Victorian, rooms echoing with Eli's visits and Ellis's first words. Run, Dada. Dad's passing winter prior, heart quiet mid-shop fix, left voids, but Sarah's strength bridged, Eli's energy bomb. Funeral trackside, relay runners honoring, Mom's letter eulogized, Tom ran steady, loved wild. Sarah remarried gentle, a professor with kind eyes, Eli calling him Pop Mia's twins, adopted duo, chaos artists, crash playdates, Lena's murals nursery fresh. Jake's Academy Olympic pipeline, Marco's vault gold mentoring, their twins track bound. Life's pace steadied, but ripples persisted. Ellis's preschool unearthed micro-prejudices, teachers, boys run, girls cheer, slip, Alex advocating soft but firm. Tyler drafted curriculum pushes, change incremental. Nate's pace scholarships tripled, global now, recipients running worlds over. Anniversary trip to Beijing echoed origins, village walks, track tours, Ellis wide-eyed at lanes. Fast like you? She asked, tiny hand in Alex's. Tyler chuckled. Faster. Evenings reminisced. High school sparks, letters lightning, love's long haul. Wouldn't trade the curves, Alex said, Tyler's nod seal. Back home, conflict stirred subtle. Tyler's DC offer, White House advisor, tempted, equality portfolio vast. Debates late, impacts huge, Tyler urged. Alex countered, ours is here. Ellis, the work. Compromise brewed, sabbaticals, not uproot. But strain showed, missed bedtimes, Ellis's tears at airports. Climax crested family crisis, Sarah's diagnosis, early cancer, echoes haunting. Rally mirrored Nate's, flights to SAC, Alex coaching her through chemo runs, stroller side. Tyler policy pulled treatments, Mia art therapied, Jake bust kids for play. Ellis drew strong Nana, crayon rainbows. Remission came hard won, Sarah's hug fierce, your mom's spirit, fierce. Healing wove tighter, Dad's shop donated to Pace, tools repurposed youth builds. Tyler's book sequel relay rights dedicated Sarah, sales funding care. Alex's TED Talk, soft strength, viral, invites pouring. Spring bloomed expansions. Ellis's track talk class, wobbles winning cheers. Mia's center Europe bound, twins tagging. Jake's Olympics, 2 golds coached, party epic, Marco's toast, from softed to sage. Summer family reunion big Sir Redux, cabins full, waves therapy. Ellis's first ocean plunge, Tyler's capture photo framed. Evenings firelit, stories cycled. High school jeers to gold, letters to laws. Fall's twist gentle, Tyler's surprise. DC no, but UN fellowship, Oakland-based. Here with you. Cheers echoed, Ellis's hug glue. Winter holidays swelled. Eli's Santa skepticism, Ellis's elf ears, Sarah's remission glow, Mia's Europe launch, Jake's Camp Global. But deeper arc, Ellis's questions at 5. Why some kids mean? Prompted letter reading, mom's words kid-sized. Brave like you, Alex said. School project, family tree rainbow branched, prejudices plotted as hurdles cleared. Tyler's fellowship launched, global rights dialogues, Alex guesting tracks. Joint panel Geneva, queer athletes worldwide, stories sinking. Back, Ellis's recital, tiny spikes flying, crowd roaring. Spring's Pace Gala, Ellis ring bearer for scholarship, her go, mic'd adorable. Honoree, Syrian refugee runner, hugged. You paved my lane. Summer Olympics, LA 2036, home soil, Alex assistant coach, Team USA sweeps. Podiums gleamed, Ellis waving flaglet, Tyler policy side inclusion seamless. Fall deepened, Ellis kindergarten, backpack pride pinned. Tyler's UN book global gates, Alex forwarding. Winter's gift, family photo, crew sprawled track, Ellis mid-stride, legacies layered. Years folded forward, Ellis's first meet, when tear-streaked, Mia's twins nationals, Jake's dynasty. In twilight tracks, Alex and Tyler watched Ellis run, hands clasped. Mom's whisper, they run free. Love story, 6,000 strides strong, twist triumphed, heart's gold.